Hello everyone. So recently, I think the option has been there for a while now. This is relating to the our internal marks, right? So many of us we record our work on Google Classroom, the grades, but does not know how to export these grades into the Google Sheet. So once you're able to export it into Google Sheet, you can just apply the formula how you want to calculate it for your internal mark according to 30 marks or 20 marks. Then your work is done. You can just copy it to the list and send it to the department. But now with this simple thing, if we do not know, in case you have a bunch of 40 or 60 students in a class, like our business classes, then it becomes difficult to do it manually, to just look up and then you calculate it with the calculator. So here just a sharing for those who do not know yet. For example, I have this class and I have go and there's already some grades that I have. So I want to export it, the whole thing, right? So there are 13 students. So what you can do is you can go ahead and click on any one of these heading, and it will take you to that assignment. Then you will go to this picture of this nut bolt, right? Nut bolt that you see, its settings. So you click on it. It have the word copy all grade to Google Sheet, or download all grades as CSV, or download these grade as CSV. But I find the best one is just copy the grade to Google Sheet. So click on it. You will see that it will just take you, and this is saved on your drive. Everything is on your drive, everything that is in your Google. So it will come in form of this Google Sheet, and you can move to see how many students, or and once you export it, you can go ahead and edit on it. It doesn't matter if you do not want to see the first name, and if you want to sort the student according to ID number. For example, right here the ID, it's usually in Google Classroom it's sorted over the first name or the last name. But if you want to sort it out according to ID number, because on the internal mark list that provided by the office is according to the ID numbers, you can go ahead and select all these column. Make sure that you select all this column and then go on top of the cell, the column which have the ID number, and then you go ahead with sort the sheet A to Z. It will sort it out from small to big. So when you sort it out, you can see it the changing, and it will change with the grade also. If you only collect in one column and not all, the grades will not change. But it's always good to double check, randomly check the marks and compare it with the original in your Google Class to make sure that these marks are belong to that particular student. So now the name have been changed according to ID number. It's sorted out from 42 for 3. Okay, so now I have the total item of 4. And this is the first year student, which our internal mark is changed into 30, right? 30, and the first column will be, so right here I do not want to see this average, so I can go ahead and hide or delete the column. It does not affect it. Okay, so if you see here, it's mean the mark have missing. It means the student have not attended particular. So for your easy understanding, you can go ahead and fill in 0, or if you want how are you doing it, you can go ahead and fill it. And then you just go ahead, and the first column of our internal mark for 30 marks, it was the internal, right? The internal exam. Here the internal examination, which hold the 10 mark. So if you see here, when I give the exam, the mark is total of 20, right? 20. So I can convert it into 10 mark by just putting the formula. I hope all of you have known that how to put the formula here. So I can just write the heading internal mark out of 10. And since my total internal was out of 20, to make it convert into 10, it will be basically divided by 2, right? Divided by 2. So here I will put the formula, sum, click on it, the column of where I have my internal mark, and I divided by 2. Okay, so now I want to drag all in the corner. So I get this student got 9, so divided by 2 is 4.5. So this is one column, and the second one is any presentation project. It's combined together and out of 10 again. So I can put up. In this case, I have a live group presentation for my student. I do not have the project for this course. So I put a presentation, and it's also out of 10. Out of 10. So out of 10, but my live presentation when I graded a student is out of 20. So again, I have to convert it to 10, so it means divided by 2 once more. The same thing. You can just click on this, divide by 2, then you drag it all. So the last one is any class test. Before, maybe you have more than 2 or 3 or 4 class tests, but together you will combine it and convert it to out of 10, right? So say class test / assignment, okay, out of 10. So here I have 2, right? I have 2, and both are one out of 10, another out of 10. So total is 20. To convert it into 10, again divided by 2. You may sometimes have 20 and 10, so it's 30. And to make it out of 10, you have to divide by 3, or more than that or less than that, according to how you put and assign your grade. So here you will have to sum of these 2 columns, because I have one live quiz here and then one assignment here, which I'll click this and click this, and then I divided both after adding the 2 columns by 2. Then I'll get, right, so again so we jump the column. So here I got, then drag it down to apply to all the other cells. So here you see she got a 6 and 7, total of 14. 14 divided by 2 to convert into 10 is 7. So now I can add up all these total internal mark. Out of 30. So here is according to how you want to distribute, but this is what is given according to the office. For me personally, I'm just following it, but how do you have it? It's according to how you do it. So you just sum and the student got, so if you want to round up for her to 225 or just take 24, it's up to you. So I hope this is helpful for those of you who struggle with many students, and you do not you still do it manually, you don't know how to export it from the Google Classroom. So thank you, I hope it's helpful.